Hey everybody, welcome to an episode of Cooking with the Frisbees. Although as you can see, we're not in the kitchen, we're out in the Acorn farm. Today is a great day. Today is about planting. We just got the official word from somebody that we've known for a long time, Ryan Beasley, who's a weatherman on Fox 5 here in Atlanta. He said, I'm giving you official thumbs up to go ahead and plant. No more freezing. So we're so excited. So we have been, over the last week or so, getting plants. And you can see all the plants that we have. We've got peppers. We've got sage. We've got different things of tomatoes. We've got bell red tomatoes. We've got cucumbers over there. We're gonna do about 8 to 10 tomato plants. These are zucchinis. This obviously is going up in the herb garden. That's going to be sage. We learned a lot about pollinators. So marigolds, we're going to plant marigolds down here so that we can bring some of the pollinators and the bees down here as well. One of the things that we learned, I've gone ahead and put compost in the soil. I've given this the best shot that I can. The only thing I haven't done is tested the soil, which I have a test kit. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But one of the things we've seen in one of our favorite persons, Kyle Haggerty, who does the Urban Homestead, this ED Stone Sure Start. So we're gonna use this as we start to put the plants in. We'll put a little bit into the hole, we'll put a little bit into the side, and then we'll cover it up and we'll water it. The other thing I've got is irrigation. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started. We got, what, 50 plants that we got to put
48.
in? 48 plants that we've got to plant today. It should go quick. And then we'll come back, we'll show you a couple of things that we do as we start to plant them. And then we'll come back and just do one final tour that shows that everything's in the ground. So stay tuned, come back to the Acorn farm. Hey everybody, welcome back. So a lot has gone on over the last 3 hours. We have been doing some planting, and I'm going to take you on a little tour, and I'm going to show you all the things that we have done down here in the garden. So there's a lot of work that went on. We ended up having some extra plants. As I told you, we started out with 48 plants. I think we had a little bit extra because I saw some cantaloupe today at the farmer's market, and I just had to have it. So let me show you what we. So I always like starting coming down this way because it's the entrance to our garden. We've got this beautiful trellis here. I'm going to swing over here, I'll show you. So we'll start from the beginning. There's the herb garden that we have going, and Beth planted some more basil over there. She planted some sage. These have been left over and they have been here all winter, the oregano and the onions, and you can see they just thrive when they're down here. The reason for this arch was we planted here, and I don't know if you can see it under the hay, that's to keep the moisture in, and we planted cucumbers. So these cucumbers should get going over the next few weeks and start really picking up. We had some pepper plants that were left from the back beds, so we brought some peppers here. We're just going to see what happens there. As you swing across here, take a look at the remainder of the garden bed, and everything is covered in hay now. So what's here in this bed is zucchinis and squash, and they're going to get pretty big, so we've got them spaced pretty far apart. Again, this is an 8-foot bed, 8 by 4, so it's pretty deep as well. And then you come to this bed over here, and we've got tomato plants. And we had some extra tomato plants as well, but we've got some, what do they call, Better Boy. We've got cherry tomatoes here. Let's see if I can get that to come in focus for you. There you go. Got cherry tomatoes. We planted our marigolds to make sure that we have our pollinators that want to come over to visit. We've got Roma tomatoes that are going down here. I think there's 4 of each. We've got Better Boy tomatoes. We got Big Boy tomatoes that are going down the side. And then I made these little benches here so that when we're out here working, I just put little handles on them. So we're out here working. Got little stops on the bottom of it so that they're not gonna go anywhere. And over here, here's Ambrosia Cantaloupe. So again, the hope is that these are going to climb up these trellises that we have. You can't really see anything here, but these are all beans. So we've got purple beans, we've got pole beans, we've got bush beans. All that is planted along here, and the hope is that it's going to get up and it's just going to climb up this trellis. Our hope is when we come back and do a garden tour on Cooking with the Frisbees, you'll be able to see all that start to come in. And again, we planted some marigolds at the head here. But we're not done. So now we've got to go back to the back bed. So let's take a little walk back here. And you can see the beds that we have back here. And Beth has planted some strawberries here. This is our first year trying them in these back beds, so we're going to see what happens. We got strawberries in this bed. What do we got here? Oh, we got eggplant back here in this bed. Oh, we got habanero peppers. We've got jalapenos. You can see we had some extra plants. We're just going to leave them here just in case we have to do some replanting. Yeah, some serrano peppers back here as well. You can tell, well, Beth has gotten me accustomed to eating some of this hot stuff. And then we've got, got a little compost. I still have to build this composting bin. Probably not going to get to that today. So that's what we've got going on back here. We do have a tomato plant that's sitting back here in Beth's greenhouse as well, which I guess now is my greenhouse. I'm going to leave this door open because it's about 82 degrees back here. And you see the one little tomato plant that I've got back here. And I took the advice of a lot of people that were on YouTube that I really clipped the bottoms so that you could give it a chance to really sprout some roots. Oh, there's a pretty little guy sitting up there. What are you? Just a little inchworm? So that's it. That's the tour. I did take one of the extra tomato plants and I put it up in a pot just to see what happened. But here's what we've been doing. So we're excited. Everything is planted and we're ready to go. The one thing I do have left to do though is I do have to put this irrigation in. Otherwise we're gonna have to come down here, we're gonna have to water all of this every single day. So I went ahead and I bought this irrigation system. This is the starter stuff that we saw on with Kyle at the Urban Homestead. Kyle Haggerty, he recommended this EB Stone. So we've got that as well. So I'm gonna head on back up to the house. It's about 4 o'clock and I'm gonna have myself a beer, but hang on. So I'm walking back up to the house, but I wanted to come here and show you the tomato plant that I put here. See if you can see this little tomato plant that I put. It's so hard to get this camera to do the things that you really want it to do. But so there's a tomato plant that I put in the pot. there's my sweet Bella. She's looking at what's going on. This rose bush is struggling a little bit. I got this at Costco and I'm really getting a little anxious about this blackberry, these 2 blackberry bushes. And it's been pretty warm and they've done nothing, and I'm really hoping that they're not dead and I didn't buy them dead, because that's really gonna annoy me if that happened. I started to think I saw a little shoot coming here. I'm gonna be a little bit more patient. And then this rose bush obviously is doing a little bit better. So we got some things going on. Give you another shot. Looking back, the azaleas are in bloom back there. That's pretty. Birds are singing, things are starting to green up. It's a nice day at Little Acorn Farm. I think it's about 73 degrees with a nice breeze blowing. It was a nice day to be out here working. Well, like I said, I'm done. We're gonna go back in the house. I don't know if Bella's gonna come with me. She doesn't ever really come with me. She is in her glory when she is just outside sitting. She just loves being outside. So I'm gonna head back in the house. I got a few things that I gotta pick up. But that's it. We'll be back and give a garden tour and let you know how things are going.